Welcome to Scale Rock RC. Enthusiastic entrance. Mainly because of this. Not really a whole lot there, but that is the axles for this that actually got lost. And never actually had that happen from Amazon, honestly. I've never gotten the notification of your package may be lost. But it was. And I waited and waited and waited and waited, and it finally came. So, here we have a pair of these. I can't even tell you the brand. They're RXZ, XYZ, L, I don't know. But I'll put a link to them in the description below, and if you want to check them out. But they seem pretty nice. I have not fully unpackaged them. I just kind of took a look at them. And we're going to get these installed and then compare the old axles, those big old chunky Gen 7. Actually, you know what? That might not be the servo. Anyway, sorry, squirrel. The big old Gen 7 or OG Axial SCX 10 axles. So we're going to get rid of those, and we're going to put these nice guys in here. So what I'm going to do is I am going to bring that to here so you can see what's going on, and we're going to take the covers off, see how much grease is in them, see how much plays in them, just take an overall good look at them, and we're going to get them on the truck. So here we go, let's do it. All right, here we go. So I've got my tub of red and tacky here. I really like this grease, honestly. I've been running it in quite a bit of stuff, including these axles. And it just works. It is literally red and tacky. It is very sticky. It sticks to the gears. It doesn't fling off, at least not very easily. Not taking away from any other products out there, but you know, for something you can just grab off the shelf at a parts store, this stuff works pretty decent. So, got that because I am expecting these to not have a lot of grease in them. So let's go ahead and bust one open. Boom! Look at that. All right, so here we have it. Let me get you in frame. It's quite a nice axle. The end play isn't too bad. It feels quite smooth. I do hear a little bit of gear in there. So we'll have to take an investigative point there and just see what's going on inside. They just may simply be dry. Let's see here. Yeah. A little bit of axle noise there. So we'll take a look at that. Let's go ahead and pop this one open here. Oh, wow. This is strong. Oh. So here's your front. It does come with that. It is servo and axle. It does come with this axle mount, servo mount here. You've got quite a decent sized high clearance steering link there. Still hits the diff at like a absolute full lock. So there goes the AC. And the front axle feels pretty good. Slightly less end play here in this axle. So we might have to see about that rear diff. It also does come with your steering link, the hardware to install that. And these have all the hardware, as you can see, on them. It also comes with a metal clamp style servo horn. So there's that, and it does clamp because that screw that's in it is not coming out, so that does clamp. And then we got a little bit of bits and hardware pieces here. So keep those off to the side. Let's open this one up first, because this is the noisy guy. And to be honest with you, lots of screws on this. So let's see what size we are. What size? Pull a handful out. Let's see. Definitely. I highly doubt it's this. No. It's not a 2. So that means it's definitely not the 2.5 or the 3. Oh, wow. Now, where's my other? Where is the other one? Uh-oh. That's weird. It is a 1.5 is what it is. So let's get this thing opened up here. Now, this is a pretty big pumpkin, so. And a lot of people do say, I looked at the reviews on these, a lot of people do say to disassemble this thing and then also Loctite a lot of your bolts. So that's probably what I'm gonna go through and do, but we're gonna open one up and then I will get these installed and we'll show you I'll get one of these other axles uninstalled and put them next to each other. I hope the stock drive shafts on this fit this pinion. Would surely be nice. These are quite nice. They feel really good. They're actually not insanely heavy. Yeah, these are bone dry. Bone dry in there. But they are helical cut gears. They are that. I will give them that. They are ball bearing and all that. So, yeah, helical cut gears. I'll give them that. So let's go ahead and get big old lob of red and tacky in here. Now, I know some guys don't put a whole lot of grease in their differentials. And I mean, I don't pack this thing full, but like I make sure it's good. You know, I like to have a little bit of extra grease in here. You know, and it does. You know, you do get that resistance. You know, there is some resistance that you will get from that. From having quite a handful of grease in here, but you know, like I said, it's not packed. It's a good, very nice coating of the sticky stuff. And that is pretty much how I do it. Let's put a touch more. So make fun of me in the comments. You have so much drag on your gears. On your drivetrain. I really don't. Not really. Yeah, that'll be good. Alright. Well, I'm going to close this back up. And we'll move on to the next segment of the video. So here we go. Alright. So I'll tell you one thing. So these axles, let me try and do this in a manner that you can tell. So they are wider, so we're going to get a little bit wider track on this, but they're also smaller, like notably smaller. So you have a whole lot less pumpkin to drag on with these than you do these. So that's our comparison there, and then we'll keep grinding on it and see what she looks like installed. So here we go. All right, here we are, assembled. Couple things I had to change. So in order to make this work, I had to actually what fits perfectly. You can see this pinion angle is Gen 8 links. These are the old Gen 8 links from the Potbelly. From when I went to D-Links. This is the old ones. So stock Gen 8 links, you will need the short set of 4 equal lengths. I believe they're the uppers. You will need these. Otherwise, the pinion angle is to the moon. Another thing, the rear drive shaft. It does fit over the hole or over the pinion. However, the hole in the pinion is a standard size. I don't know if you can see. Oh, there it is. The hole in the pinion is a standard size. On these ones here, it is, ooh, there we go, much larger. So the screw that it literally just screws straight through the drive shaft. Not even like the pin with like the grub screw in the pin and like a normal one. Not even like that. However, these do look mighty nice. Now that they're installed, the steering is actually pretty good on them. I mean, oh, yeah, there's no drive shaft. It won't move. And you do have that ball joint angle there on these too. I can't really get too much more. The axle can handle more steering, but this transmitter does not have steering trim. So unfortunately, I can't get any more steering out of it. But it does. I mean, it sure does look nice. I'll give it that. They are some nice looking axles. Sorry, I'm holding the phone. Actually, let me look at this radio real quick here while we're looking at it. Yeah. I think that's... Well, maybe not. Let's see. Oh, no, we can get more. I'm trying to do this one-handed here. I'm sorry. Greatest apologies. That's probably too much. However, I don't know how to do this. Yeah, that's too much steering. Okay, so maybe I can do this. I mean, look at the amount that it actually will turn. That's way too much. These axles have a heck of a swing on them. All right, so I can... That's getting to be a little better. Sorry for this crap. I don't have enough hands for this. Anyway, so, okay, I guess I can actually turn that. But you see how much steering angle these axles are capable of turning. Now, with that said, it won't move with that wheel pointed all the way over. It's not a drift car. It's not going to move. It's going to bind up these U-joints in here. 110% is going to bind them up. But you can pull more out, 100%. And like I said, we're going to final review. This is an install. My initial thoughts on these axles is that I like them. They seem to be pretty good, and The truck's still nice and level. They seem to be a good quality. So we'll see. I'll beat on them in a part 2 of this video. But first impressions, I think they're pretty good. Link for them in the description. Thank you for watching. Get out there, get dirty with some RCs. I'll see you next time.